Hey guys, it's Claire here. I'm going to show you a little routine we can do with ankle weights on. So go ahead and pop your ankle weights on, nice and tight. And a lot of these exercises you can also do with a booty band or elasticy. Sometimes they're rubber, this one's fabric, but it's like a loop, and you can loop your legs through it and do the exercises, some of the glute and leg exercises using that. I'm going to use ankle weights today just because I'm a bit old school and I prefer them. So I'll pop this one out of the way. We're going to start with our pelvic curl, or aka bridging. So come and lay onto your back, and we're just going to pop the feet in parallel and start laying in this neutral spine position. You're going to breathe in here, and then you're going to breathe out, scoop the tummy, start to peel up through your spine, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, hold it there at the top, and then exhale, rolling it back down. Keep nice and open through the chest here. Release the tailbone away at the bottom. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, pelvic floor, navel to spine. Start to curl. Inhale, hold it here when you're a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Breath in, and then breathing out, melting the spine down, softening through the rib cage, through the lower ribs, through the lower back, and then tailbone down. Inhale there, exhale, scoop the tummy in, pelvic floor, start to roll up. Think of pressing evenly through your left and right leg so that your hips raise up evenly. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, rolling it down. Inhale at the bottom here, exhale, scoop the tummy, peeling up. Keep that little bit of that posterior tilt, keep that pubic bone pulling towards the belly button here. Breath in, and then breathing out. Good. I'm just going to bring my feet in a little bit closer. They've just drifted out a little bit. Inhale there. Exhale, scoop the tummy, roll it up. Now we're just going to do a few little glute squeezes here at the top. Inhale, we're going to hinge the hips down a little. Exhale, we're going to squeeze the bottom, lift up. Inhale, hinge down. Exhale, squeeze and lift up. Keeping the tummy on. You want to feel this work in the back of the legs, not in the low back. Inhale, hinging down. Exhale, squeeze and lift up. Let's do 4 more. Breathing out to lift. Inhale, lower. Good. Now we're going to lift one toe. Lift onto one toe, so lifting one heel. And we're going to press through that opposite heel. So I'm lifting my right heel, pressing through my left. 5 more on the left. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right heel. Lift the left heel now. And squeezing on that right side. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 3 more. Good. Bring both toes up, both heels up, so you're balancing on your toes. Kiss the heels down to the floor. Lift up and down. Up, down. Oh, my right heel's a little shaky. Calf raises in our pelvic lift. 2 more. Keep connecting. Keep squeezing those glutes on. Good. And then we can roll it all the way down and replace those heels back down on the mat. Now you can do your single leg lift with these weights on. It is a lot more load because they're right at the end of the legs. So just try a couple. If it's not working, if the leg is too heavy, then you may have to take the ankle weights off for this one. But they will come in handy. They'll actually assist us later on. 1 more. Good. And then we're going to bring the hands behind the head. Just going to warm up with our chest lift here for our ab work. Exhale, we're curling up. Inhale, coming back down. Exhaling up. Inhale down. It's quite nice having the ankle weights there, just to connect us to the ground. Breathing up, pelvic floor, navel to spine, curling up. And then we're going to hold it here, we're going to twist. Breathing in to come back, breathing out to come across. And coming across. Inhale back, exhale twist. Inhale back, exhale twist. Good, keep scooping that tummy on. Stay high off your shoulder blades. And last one. And lowering down. So we're going to curl up as we lift the leg now. Inhale, stretch it away. Breath out, lower. Inhale, lift. Flex and lower. Inhale, lift. And lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Keep that leg really straight. And lift. Bend the knee in. Let's replace it down. Float the other leg up. Stretch it long. Breath out, lower. Inhale, lift. And lift. I'm keeping my neutral spine here. As the leg swings through space, we don't want to flatten the low back onto the mat. And lift. Bend the knee and down. We're going to come up and we're going to go into a rotation. And then you're going to stretch out. Rotation, stretch out. Good, just adding a little bit more leverage. Send the leg higher if you need to. The higher the leg goes, the less load in the tummy. And lowering down, bring the other leg up. Of course you can do all these exercises without the ankle weights on. Just makes it a little bit harder with that added resistance right at the end of the leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And lowering down. Let's stretch the legs out long, reach the arms overhead, and we're going to go into our roll up. So you're pressing each vertebra into the mat as you come up into that C-curve shape. Breath in here, and then you're breathing out to roll it down. One vertebra at a time. Arms go overhead. Inhale, exhale, rolling it up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale. Scoop the tummy, really flatten those abs as you roll through the spine. Breath in, keep the tummy on here as you breathe in. And then breathing out to roll it down. Reach those arms back, enjoy that shoulder stretch. Inhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, scoop and flatten those abdominals as you roll all the way up. Breath in here, we're drawing those shoulders back, keeping the tummy on, and then rolling it all the way down. Nice. And let's just do one more and come all the way back to laying on our mat. And we're going to come and lay onto our side and do a series of glute exercises. Of course, again, these can be done without ankle weights or with the booty band looped around the lower part of the thigh. We're going to start with just a lift and a lower. So working these muscles on the top of the thigh here. Scooping the abdominals in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Keep the hips nice and stacked. That's what we want, is that stillness through the pelvis. toe to toe, knee to knee, toe to toe. Keep this underneath side lifted, away from the mat. Keep those hips nice and still as the thigh bone rolls in and then out. Good, lower the feet and knees down. Bring the feet back in line with your tailbone. We're going to go into a clam. So we're rolling that top thigh bone out, squeezing the glutes. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Still thinking about stillness in the pelvis. Keeping that connection to the abdominals. Very good. Press those heels together. Wrap the glutes. And then you can bring the heels up for a bit more challenge for those that want it, that flying diamond. Nice. Keep squeezing your tummy on. The legs will be feeling it now. And last one. Keep those heels pressed together. Now we're going to stretch that top leg out straight. We're going to bend the bottom knee forward like it's at a right angle. Tap the toe down to the floor and then lift that long leg up. So we're getting into glute medius now. You want to have that internal rotation or that thigh bone rolled in, so the knee and the back of the knee and the heel are what's lifting up towards the ceiling. Think floppy foot. We want a nice floppy foot. Good, and then we're going to hold that foot at hip height. We're going to swing it forward, lift and lower, swing it back. Swing it forward, lift and lower, swing it back. Again, all these can be done without the weights. If it starts to become too much, just take that extra load off. Lift and lower, swing it back. Think of stillness through the pelvis. Just the leg is swinging forward. We're not tucking the tailbone under at all. And swing it back. Hinging at the hip is what we want. And my favorite, bring it all the way forward, and we're going to slowly tap down to the floor with the toe. Tap down to the floor with the toe. 3. Nice and slow. Keep the waist working. Keep the hips working. Keep that neutral spine position. You don't want your low back to be changing shape at all. Just that thigh bone moving in that hip socket. And last one. Very good. Give that little pad out. Fantastic. So we're going to switch sides now. I think it's probably best if I just flip my head to the other end. You can still hear me. I'll bring the little microphone thing down here. Maybe in the middle. So let's go here. Going to lift up and lower. Lift up and lower. Keeping that stillness through the pelvis, through the waist. Nice. Just relax through your head and neck. Relax it onto your arm. Relax through the front here. And then we go knee to knee, toe to toe. Knee to knee, toe to toe. Good. Excellent. Now we're going to bring the feet back in line with us and do our little clam. Lifting the knee up, lowering down. Keeping the hips stacked, keeping the tummy working. Squeeze the heels together to feel that glute fire on that right side. Or left if you did the other side first. And then to the flying diamond. If you want a bit more challenge, you'll float the feet up into the air, rolling both thigh bones out as the knee lifts. Still breathing out to connect to your core. Each repetition. And last one. Good. Bottom knee bends forward, top leg out long. Tap that toe down, lift it up. Down, lift it up. Getting into this glute medius here. Pelvis has got to be stacked. This hip directly above this hip. What you don't want is to be rolled forward. Keep it nice and stacked there through the hips. Good, kicking the leg forward. Now lift lower, take it back. Swing the leg forward, lift lower. Thigh bone is rolled in, the kneecap is pointing down to the floor the whole time. And you're going to lift the back of the knee and the heel up to the ceiling. As that leg swings forward, you leave the tailbone behind. Keep reaching your sits bones away from your head. And last one now. Swing it forward and hold it there. Slowly lower the toes down to the floor and lift. Down and lift. That's it. Keeping the hips stacked. No movement through the pelvis. Just that thigh bone. Slowly moving down to tap the toe to the floor. And good. Give that a little pat out. Now normally we would do a little bit of a magic circle release. So if you've got a magic circle, by all means, go and give that a little squeeze. But we can do a bit of adductor activation using our ankle weights. So still stacked, still hips stacked. You're going to bend the top knee forward and we're going to lift and lower this underneath leg. Really flex the toes back, lift and lower. Let's do 10, 8, 9, 10, and then we do 6 little circles each way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reversing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Great. Come and do that adductor one facing the other way with the other leg. So top knee is bent and in front. And we're lifting and lowering the underneath side. Keeping the hips nice and stacked. Flex the foot. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good, and then circling around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice work, everyone. Let's do a little glute stretch. Reward ourselves after all that glute work. And we're just going to relax the tailbone down as much as we can. Pull back on this thigh. And then switching sides, bringing the foot onto the opposite knee. Reach through the gap, grab the leg. Relax the tailbone down. Very good. So we've just got another glute series to go, and then a little bit of back extension and arms and full body ab work. So bring your elbows down onto the mat. Legs are bent, knee at 90. And just going to float one knee up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, floating it up. So we're drawing the abdominals on the whole time. You want to keep your hips level. to do that, I have to lean a little bit into my opposite elbow. So if I got my right leg down, my left elbow takes a bit more load. And it's breath out to lift and to lower. Squeezing, you want to feel the crease of the buttock here. That's where you want to be lifting from. And then you're hinging at the hip to bring the leg down. And then we go out to the side, kicking the leg to the side. 2, 3. If you're really leaning a lot away from the direction that you're swinging the leg, what you can do is take this hand out to the side more, and that'll help you keep your hips level. Obviously, it's harder to stabilize with a smaller base of support. So if you have them narrower base like this, it's going to be trickier. Leg out straight now, and we're going to kick straight leg back. Inhale down. Exhale, reach. Inhale down. Keep those shoulders drawing away from the ears, tummy drawing on. Long neck. Nice. Let's go for 3 more. And last one. Good, switching sides. Gonna bend that right knee, use the hamstring and the glute to pick the leg up. Stabilizing through the trunk here, through the pelvis. Just that thigh bone gliding in the hip socket. Good, and then kick the leg out to the side. Keep thinking about that stillness through the pelvis. You don't want to lean away from the work. Try and keep the hips level here and kick that leg to the side. Last one. Leg goes straight and we stretch it back. Still keeping this scooping up feeling through the abdominals. Still trying to lift from the crease of the buttock here and really reach that leg away. Good. Last one. Well done. Nice one, guys. Let's just warm up our arms a little bit before we get into the full thing. So we're just going to do little mini push-ups. Come into a straight body line if you can, from your knees to your crown of your head. I like to tuck the heels in when I'm wearing ankle weights, but you can have them down. Just this way it folds the kneecap out of the way. Inhale, you go down. Exhale, you press away. Inhale, exhale. So just go down as far as you can without your neck or everything crunching up. So if it's not all the way down, that's fine. But we do want to try and get that full range if possible. One more. Good, sit back into child pose. My regulars, you'll know what's coming next. We're coming into our front support or our plank position. So let's press one foot back. Hold it here. And then the other foot back. Hold it here. 4 breaths. That's it. Keep squeezing your glutes on, squeezing your tummy on. And then we're going to pull the knee in for 1 and 2. Place the feet back each time. And 4 and 6. Excellent. Lower one knee down. Lower the other knee down. Give those wrists a little shake out. Then we're going to come back into that plank position. So to get your spacing right, go into your child pose, come forward, and that should pretty much be the right spot if you curl the toes under. Okay, so from here, we're going to do a little bit of a press up. 1, 2, 3. Walk it back. 1, 2, 3. Roll it all the way up. So on this next one, we're going to roll down. We're going to walk out. 3 big steps with the hands. Going to do our leg pull front. So we're going to kick 3 times with one leg. 1, 2, 3. Other leg. 1, 2, 3. Coming back into the plank for 3 push-ups. Drop to your knees if you have to. 1, 2, 3. Walk it back. 1, 2, 3. Roll it all the way up. Awesome, guys. We're just going to do a couple more rounds like that. Roll it down. Walk it out. Leg kicks now. Point the toe. Bring the top of the foot down and then lift. Other foot. 1, 2, 3. Push-ups. Drop to your knees if you have to. 2, 3. Press it back. And let's walk the feet out here. Good. And walk the hands back. Rolling all the way up. Tuck that tail under. Exhale to roll back down. Doing great. Going to do our leg pull front again. Let's kick it for 1, 2, 3. Other side for 1, 2, 3. Coming onto the knees if you have to. 1, 2, 3. Press back into that down dog. Walk out those calves. Keep sliding those shoulders down. And walk it back. Very nice. Last round. Let's roll it down. Coming forward. Kicking the toe. Leg pull front. The other side. 3 push-ups. Pressing it back. Stretch those heels down to the mat. Press through those shoulders. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. And then we're going to come down into our child pose. And come onto our tummy. So we're just going to do a little bit of back extension to finish. Going to slide the shoulders down. Start to lift up through the head, neck and shoulders. Inhale, slide those hands away. Exhaling, you're coming up. Inhaling, reaching away. Exhale to come up. And reaching away. And we're going to do our slow swimming. So we're going to lift up into upper back extension. The ribs are still on the mat, but my chest is lifted off. Exhale, going to lift opposite arm and leg. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. If you're feeling this too much in your low back, try taking the ankle weights off, because it's to do with the strength in the back of the legs. And so we've done a lot of glute work already today. They may just be a little tired. And let's just leave the feet down on the mat. Work on our upper back extension. We're going to reach the arms back. Take the arms, reach to one side with the spine, and then the other side, the spine, and then lowering it down. Stretching up, stretch those fingertips towards the feet. Side bending one way, side bending the other way. Coming down. You can do this with the hands under the forehead for a little more resistance as well. So you're bringing the head and chest up and just going over to one side and then to the other side and down. Cool, bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, you're lifting your head, neck and shoulders. Breathing out, you're going to lift up into a bit of a hip flexor stretch there. And all the way down. Breath in, lengthening out through the crown of the head. Exhale, scoop the tummy. Coming all the way up. Just come up as far as is comfortable for you actually. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Last one. Beautiful. Prep for the swan dive, which we won't do today. And just push back into your child pose. And if you like, you can finish there. I'm going to just take these ankle weights off and do some hip stretches for you all if you feel like you want a little bit of a release after all that. So what we'll do, I'm going to bring one foot forward, kneeling with the other leg down onto the mat, draw the tummy in and press into that hip flexor stretch through here. If you need a cushion for your knee or a pillow, that's totally fine. You can take this arm up, add in a little bit of the psoas stretch, side bending away, and then turning this toe out to the side, send the knee out to the side, come down onto your hands here. And if you want to reach and grab that foot, you can. Bring it into a little bit of a quad stretch for that side. Sometimes it's good to do with your foot up against the wall. Then you have a bit more of stability, a bit more of a stable base. Good. Let's do those stretches on the other side, and then we'll finish with a pigeon. So press the hips forward, stretching out through here. Arm can go up. Can side bend away if you like. And then turn that foot out, come down onto the hands or onto the elbows if you're feeling like you want a little bit of extension there. Good. And you can reach and grab that foot behind, take it into a quad stretch. And then for the pigeon, we just bring the leg across the mat, come forward into this pigeon stretch where the further away the foot is from you, the more stretchy it's going to be. And you can just relax into this one. Hips are nice and warm now. And then let's switch to the other side, bringing the other leg through. And just enjoying that release. Great, thanks for joining me.